What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 20 Ultimate Team video. Here for another episode of MUT Recap, our weekly series where we go over everything that's going on in the world of Madden 20 and Madden 20 Ultimate Team. Let's jump on into it because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. And boys, we finally did it. We stopped playing like a giant turd sandwich and got 16 wins this week in Weekend League. Played pretty well. Actually got 16 wins with one game remaining. Didn't bother playing it because I didn't want to put myself through that stress. But I'm pretty happy with my performance this weekend because these 16 wins came along with 3 disconnects. So 2 blue screen disconnects. I'm curious if you guys can let me know in the comment section. Did this happen to you this weekend? You hit search, you hit the, yes to go into a game, and this is probably only going to be for PS4 people, and you right away get a blue screen, have to restart your app, and then you come back and realize that you lost. So I got 2 of those. I started Weekend League 7-0, so at that point I was feeling really good, played some tough opponents, clutched out some wins. Game number 8, I could have won. Got beat at the last, second, but or last minute or so, but it was a game that was definitely winnable as well. So it wasn't a bad loss. And then game number 9 was my first blue screen. Then I took 2 L's. Then I went back on a winning streak again, got another blue screen, which made me upset. And then the third disconnect was somebody who I think dashboarded me. I can't remember. Oh no, my internet dropped. So that was just a huge, gigantic L there. But I played great run defense this week. Great run defense. And I think that's a big reason why I was able to win. And I made reads, man. I didn't make stupid decisions throwing the ball, made good reads, put some points on the board, I think I played really good defense. Probably the best defense I played all of Weekend League, and the fact that I got 16 wins, 3 disconnects, makes me believe that, hey, maybe we need to start, upping our, we need to shoot higher. We need to shoot higher and not just go for 16, but maybe we can pull it off and get 18 wins. We'll have to wait and see how the game plays if they patch the run game, which I'm kind of got a feeling it could happen this week that we might see a patch. So here is the top 100. We got 125-0. You just notice that this is it's dwindling down. There's not so many 25-0s, but I'm willing to bet because I've seen a lot of tweets that a lot of these people who maybe had 24 or 23 wins, I bet a lot of them are getting beat because of disconnects. I think I saw. Pretty sure I saw that Chaos said that he had 1 disconnect and 1 griefing loss or something like that, so I would not be surprised at all. Let's go ahead and check the top 100 and see what you needed to get into it. Looks like it was about 20 wins, which I think has been the same for a while now, but it looks like quite a few people with 20 wins got in this time around, almost a quarter of the top 100. So shout out to everybody that made the top 100. You guys are awesome, and I honestly don't know how you do it because the flukiness that happens in this game sometimes is enough to drive a sane man insane, right? Crazy. I tweeted this late Friday night, and I still kind of feel this way, and maybe I'm being one-sided because I was able to stop the run this week, but honestly, I said if they could leave the run game, leave it alone. If my players just stopped dropping interceptions when my opponents make a terrible read, I swear I'd be so much better at this game. Now, I'm sure it happens to all of you guys, but I am just so tired of my opponent. I'm making all the adjustments to adjust to the tendencies that I've picked up, and they throw into double or triple coverage, and my players just turn into the Three Stooges and can't catch the football. Or instead of it being incomplete, they get some crazy-ass animation where they get the catch. That's the most frustrating part about Madden 20 to me, gameplay-wise, is just in a competitive game mode, I know in real life people drop interceptions all the time, right? But in a competitive game mode where there's such high prizes, rewards on the line, you should be punished for making bad decisions like that. Just my opinion. Let me know if you feel me or agree with me there. Let's move on to the content. So for Monday, we got flashbacks, Kenny Stills and Trey Flowers. On Tuesday, we had house rules. Loved house rules this week. It was called Point Yoink. There was a little bit of a mix-up in the beginning because the community has to be scummy every once in a while, and we got to blame EA as well for allowing it to be possible. But you lost 3 points for interceptions and fumbles, and people quickly figured out that if you just went off sides, you would cause a fumble and still get the 3 points. Luckily, EA didn't lock the defensive movement. Instead, they just took away the fumble requirements. I'm okay with that. I hate when they lock the defensive player movement. It just throws me off of my game so much. But you got a point for every 10-yard play, and I believe your opponent lost a point there. 3 points for interceptions. You lose 3. Your opponent gets 3 if you throw a pick. Touchdowns were normal. I feel like I'm forgetting something else. There was a lot of different rules, but it was fun. There was a lot of strategy involved. Yeah, you lost points if you ran the ball. I think that was their way of countering the meta, though there were some like wide receiver quick plays that you could run that counted as a pass, so you could still get those off. But I felt like there was a lot of strategy involved in this week's house rules. I was okay with the 35 wins. 2-minute quarters, games went really fast. People tend to quit in the first half pretty frequently. The reward was great. 32-team fantasy pack for MUT Heroes. For 35 wins, I think the reward was great. I know some people still think that 35 is too much. They also gave us 3 days to do it, so I was cool with house rules this week. Probably no house rules tomorrow because they said it is coming every other week, so just kind of expect that, and hopefully we'll get another one very, very soon. Wednesday, we got heavyweights. I had to forget what I was, or see what I was reading here. Pouncey and Agba, not Agbith, Agba. Emmanuel Agba, I believe his name was. Going back to flashbacks and heavyweights, they're 89s overall. I would really, really like to see really soon that like flashbacks and heavyweights be 90 overalls and eliminate all the 86s out of the pack. So you can update the store, change the training value, whatever you got to do, but let's get these 86s and even 87s out of packs, and let's do like 88, 89, and 90s and increase the price. I'm okay with that, but we do need to start seeing some 90s because these daily cards, well, I'm happy we're getting daily content, and then there's always a card that somebody out there can use, like today's Malik Jackson. I'll be able to use it for my All Eagles squad. These cards are getting stale, it feels like. I just kind of glance over them every day. I'm not excited at them. But again, I am keeping in mind that everything isn't for everybody, and some of these cards are usable to other people, just not me. Thursday, we got Sig, T.Y. Hilton, and Chandler Jones. Both of those cards were terrible. The stats on them were really, really bad. Signatures, for the most part, have been a win for me, or in my opinion, and something that a lot of people look forward to, and I think for the most part, the stats have been good. This week's just were bad. Friday, we got veterans Lawrence Guy and Carlos Hyde, and of course, we got the Madden 10 player number 8 of 10. It was Deion Sanders this week. His power-up card, not great. I powered him up to a 90, got him to 91 with some chems. You'll see my team at the end of the video. His zone is incredibly low there, but the 92 card looks pretty solid. So that's probably going to be the card that I go with for my free pick. Not 100% sure on that, but we got 2 weeks left. We're probably going to get the offensive lineman this week. I still think it's Jonathan Ogden. And then the wild card, I honestly have no clue. It could be an out-of-position player. Here's my theory, right? And tell me if you're with me. I still think that the safety card, the free safety Megatron, I still think that was meant to be Sean Taylor, but they couldn't get the rights to Sean Taylor in time, so they had to get somebody out, and they threw Megatron out there. I think all along the plan was for the wild card to be free safety Megatron, and because they couldn't get Sean Taylor, they did that, and now maybe they're either hoping that the wild card, they need more time, the wild card's coming last, maybe they needed more time for it to get rights to Sean Taylor, so maybe it's still a chance, but if he's not in this promo, he's not going to be in the game. That's my guess for this year. So wild card, I've seen people say Palomalu, don't think it's going to happen. Charles Woodson, good one right there. Could be that. Devin Hester could be one as well. I have no idea. Saturday Legends were solid. We got Larry Little and Ed Reed. I still think Ed Reed should be a free safety in this game. I have no idea why they make him a strong safety every year. So also Saturday, what I have on my list is the market dropped big time. And training was incredibly cheap. You could get it for 24, 25 coins for training point if you were patient enough. I honestly have not looked at the market really since Saturday night, so I don't even know how it is right now. I think prices are starting to go up. I have a video that's going to be coming soon where I open up 100 gold get a player packs, and it had a little bit of a twist. My wife and I took a shot every time we pulled an elite. So I have a bunch of stuff that I pulled from that night that I still need to sell, and I'm just hanging on to because the market was so low, it just would have been a waste of coins to sell stuff this weekend. So, yeah, we're on a kind of a personal note, not personal, but for those of you that watch Market Watch, I mentioned this yesterday, that series is now going to come out on Saturdays because that's always the time where the market, like that's always when I need to talk about the market. Sunday I'm playing catch up. Friday's promos come out, so Saturday Market Watch is going to come out every Saturday afternoon going forward. Apologies for not having those videos out the last 2 weeks. I kind of ignored the limiteds that came out all week because I wanted to address limiteds for the whole, or just as a whole, as a separate topic. So this week we got MUT Hero limiteds, Clowney, Kittle, Kamara, and Aaron Donald. And I saw a lot of people upset that we're getting so many limiteds, mainly because they're cards that they have power-ups, and the cards are so expensive you can't really power them up. Totally get that. Here's one thing that's kind of boggling my brain. Many people who I've seen complain about the number of limiteds that we're getting right now. 2 to 3 years ago, were complaining that they wanted more limiteds. So I feel like EA is giving us more limiteds, and it's something that I definitely saw a lot of people want. A lot of people. And now that we're getting them, they're upset. And here's why I think people are upset, and I understand, I am too, though I don't really pull packs. The odds are terrible. So if they're going to fix limiteds, the odds need to be bumped up. Way up. I'm talking a lot. Now, last year, we had the ability to power up limiteds a week later. A lot of people complained that took away the, I don't know if this is the word I'm using correctly, but the allure of limiteds. Pulling a limited was supposed to be special. Last year, it was not at all. There were limited cards that were like 200, 250k. I lied because I had the 500 quick sell. The limiteds just did not feel special at all. Everybody just powered them up a week later, which was cool. I enjoyed doing that. But now it's just like there's no happy medium for EA. It's either we just need this in between. We need the pull rates to be way better. My other suggestion is, yes, let us power them up after the series ends. So I know they put them in packs. We have the series redux. I don't think that's enough. I still don't think the pull odds on those are high enough. I would like to see the training option come back, but only after the series ends. Either that or bump up the odds a lot. And I'm talking about a lot. Are they going to do that? My guess is probably not. So I've given my feedback to EA on that. I'm not a big pack puller, so it doesn't bother me as much. There's some like Kittle. I want Kittle right now, but I can't get him because of that whole situation. But I definitely hear you guys on the limiteds. I totally understand. I think the number of limiteds we're getting, though, is not something we should be complaining about. A lot of people wanted Team of the Week limiteds last year. They didn't start dropping them until later on in the year. Everybody was happy. Now everybody's upset at the number of limiteds we're getting. Kind of confusing. You guys gotta stick to your I guess, I don't know, your whatever you're arguing about. You gotta stick with it is what I'm trying to say. But bump up the pack odds, EA. Damn it. Most Feared should be coming this week. That's my guess. October 18th, this Friday. I think we're gonna see Most Feared. My prediction here, though I'm hoping it doesn't happen, is that we do see alternate currency. For those of you that have not played this or last year, they brought out alternate currency. You can think of training as an alternate currency. Trophies are an alternate currency. We saw it for the Ultimate Freeze promo. We saw it for a handful of promos last year. We have not seen it yet this year. They've been using training, but I got a feeling that Most Feared, that's a really big promo. I think we're going to see alternate currency. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? To me, it's been a good thing because it's always a way to make coins. It's been a good way to make coins off of training this year so far, so if they leave it with training, I'm okay with that as well. But just my prediction, I think it's going to happen. I also think that we're going to see the promo broken up into 2 weeks. I know everybody hates that. I loved it for MUT Heroes. It sucked at first, but when you think about it, MUT Heroes went for like a whole week, and we had stuff to look forward to coming out, and then boom, here we are. MUT Heroes just ended, and now we're about to have Most Feared come out. It almost like took away that 1 week gap in between, or almost 2 week gap in between MUT Heroes and Most Feared, to now we only have like a week, not even a full week, that we have to wait for new content to come out versus a full 2 weeks. So just my opinion again, but I do think that they'll break up Most Feared into 2 weeks or in a 2 week span. Team of the week predictions: Stephon Diggs, Kyler Murray. Yeah, I'm salty. Leave me alone. Kyler Murray, Devin Bush, which could be a rookie premier upgrade. That would be nice. Along with Kyler Murray, neither of them are going to get the hero, so don't get that in your head. They're not going to give us a good rookie premier like that. But hopefully Devin Bush and Kyler Murray get like 85s or somewhere around there. Matt Ryan, Tyreek Hill, I think is going to be the hero for offense. I got Chris Carson, Robbie Anderson, Gerald McCoy, I got a feeling is going to be the defensive hero. Jonathan Allen, James Bradbury, and going back to Diggs, I think he'll be the limited card. But we'll have to wait and see. Those are my team of the week predictions. And we will end the video by taking a very, very quick look at my squad. 3.1 million coins, but as I mentioned earlier, I have at least 1 million coins worth of stuff to be selling, cards that I bought really, really low on Saturday that I'm going to be flipping. So we'll be back well over 4 mil, getting pretty close to having another Coach Madden collectible. Here's the offense upgrades we made this week: David DeCastro, Anthony Munoz. We are working on the Delaney Walker theme builder solos, and I'm probably going to get his MUT Hero, so we'll have him powered up and have 3 really good tight ends there. We picked up John Runyon this week. That's pretty much it for the offense. On the defensive side of the ball, lots of upgrades, including, finally, we are MUT Master. We did that yesterday. 96 overall Pat Tillman there. We got Urlacher as our second middle linebacker. Picked up Nigel Bradham, though he doesn't really matter there. We got Jalen Ramsey this week. We got Deion Sanders this week. We got Brandon Graham this week. I totally forgot to talk about Team of the Week, by the way. We're already past it. Who cares? We got Fletcher Cox this week. We powered Reggie White back up to a 91. And I think that's it. So lots of upgrades on the defense. And maybe that's why my team played so well in Weekend League. So there's the squad. Unless we get some, I don't really see anything I want to upgrade right now. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with Most Feared. In my opinion, stack your coins. Get prepared for Most Feared. Flip those cards tomorrow on Tuesday when Weekend League rewards come out, because the market will probably drop down a little bit again. That's all I got. If you got any questions for me, leave it down below in the comment section. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.